So it's currently 5 a.m. and I have my cup of coffee here. And in this video, I want to share with you the easiest way you can wake up in the morning at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and crush 90% of your to-do list in the morning, right? And I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to get straight to the point. Most of the times when we listen to these productivity gurus, there's self-help gurus, and read all these books, right? I've read your 5 a.m. Club and all the other productivity books. We miss the point on how you can wake up in the morning because we focus a lot on our morning routine, what we should do in the morning to ensure that we're productive. But if you really want to wake up in the morning with ease without snoozing that alarm 1,000 times and waking up feeling motivated to tackle the day, this is the one thing that you need to know. Your sleep time is the most important, right? So if you sleep earlier, your body is bound to wake up earlier, fully rested. So what I've been doing is I've been waking up at 4 a.m. and I prepare my room, I prepare my workspace, and then by 5 a.m. I ensure that I already hit the ground running, ticking off some of those tasks in my to-do list, right? And here's how I do it. I sleep every day at 9 p.m. Someone might say, Blessing, it's impossible to sleep at 9 p.m. I don't feel tired then. But I'll give you a step-by-step guide on how you can ensure that by 9 p.m. you are asleep, because this is the most important part of waking up in the morning. Because if I sleep at 9 p.m., by 4 a.m. my body is fully rested and I automatically wake up. It doesn't matter whether I set an alarm or not, because I'm fully rested. My body is fully rested. I've got like more than 6 hours of sleep. So how do you ensure that you sleep at 9 p.m. every day? So I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide. Let's say you're seeing this video now today, right, at 5 p.m. So today I want you to sleep whatever time you want to sleep. And then the next day, wake up whatever time you want to wake up when your body is fully rested, if that's possible. But the key thing here is I want you to ensure that during the day, you avoid taking naps or sleeping. Avoid taking naps or sleeping, and ensure that you train yourself during the day. What do I mean by train yourself? Ensure that you're doing high impact work and you constantly busy to the point that by the time 9 p.m. hits, you're so drained, you're so tired that the only thing you want to do is to sleep. And once you do that, when you jump into your bed, you'll doze off and you'll be able to wake up in the morning. What I also do to help myself, because I also fall into this trap of when I get to bed, I'll scroll on social media. And then by scrolling on social media, I end up staying up until 1 a.m. I end up staying up until 2 a.m. What I do is when I jump into my bed, I take my phone, I put it in a table that's further from my bed. And then I just sit in my bed, either read a book or read the Bible. And then after that, I switch off my lights, I stay in my bed. And I'll definitely fall asleep or doze off because I'm drained. I didn't sleep the entire day. I didn't take a nap the entire day. And I ensured that I drained myself during the day. Therefore, at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., I'm already asleep. And if I sleep at 9, 10 p.m., 4 a.m., I'm already up, right? I don't even need to set an alarm, but you can, just for a formality sake of you, set that alarm to wake up. And when it rings at 4 a.m., you get up. And usually the first thing that I do is I do a short prayer and then I get myself a cup of coffee. So what's important here is setting your alarm to go to sleep rather than setting your alarm to wake up, right? So I set an alarm every day at 9 p.m. that this is your time to go sleep. But that will only work if you ensure that during the day you don't take any naps, and during the day you drain yourself to the point that when 9 p.m. hits, the only thing you want to do is you want to go sleep. Now that we've spoken about the most important factor to waking up in the morning fully rested, let's speak about some of the things that you can do in the morning to ensure that you're highly productive and you're ticking off most of the tasks in that to-do list, right? So what do I do when I wake up? First thing when I wake up, when the alarm rings, if I did set an alarm for 4 a.m., is I wake up, jump out of bed, I turn on my light while I'm taking my phone. Remember, my phone is further from my bed. So I wake up, I switch on the lights, I pick up my phone, and then I switch off that alarm. So another important thing that you must ensure that you're not doing in the morning to ensure that you tackling all that high impact work is avoid social media before 1 p.m. So I have daily rules which I read every morning when I wake up. Straight out of bed, first thing is I read those rules. And one of those rules is avoid social media before 1 p.m. No social media before 1 p.m. And what I've realize this: if I start off my day by scrolling on social media, I get those dopamine hits, and it's easier to switch to a less fun task like studying or working. So make sure that you set these rules for yourself. I have them written in my phone notes app, and I screenshotted them, and then I put them as my screen wallpaper, right? My phone wallpaper. And first thing when I do, when I pick up my phone, when I switch off that alarm, I look at those rules and say no social media before 1 p.m. And the second one is only 1 hour social media a day, right? And I have a limit in my phone that it limits my social media usage to 1 hour. And once that 1 hour hits, I'm like, no more social media, but do productive things that may be fun. So if I feel like I'm bored, I can either read a book, or I can go to YouTube, watch a long form video whereby I'm learning something, an educational video. So this is a very important step as well, to avoid social media before 1 p.m. so that you can be able to fully focus on those high impact tasks. And then after, what I do is, so I have this YouTube playlist, if I may say, right? So it's a 1 hour video whereby they say biblical motivation or something like that. So it gives you like scriptures of why you should wake up every day with purpose and give it your all, right? Because I highly believe that God didn't bring us to this world to just sleep the entire day, procrastinate and snooze the alarm, because the more you do that, the more you taking away from the time God has given you to kind of like live your purpose, serve others, because I believe that we're all here to serve, right? We're here in this world to help other people in any way possible. That's why we're given different gifts and different talents. So if you're sleeping, you're busy procrastinating, then you're taking away that time that God gave you in order to help others and serve others. So I adopt that mindset that in everything that I do, there's a Bible verse that says, in everything that you do, work at it as if you doing it for the Lord and not for human masters. Once you adopt that mindset that I have a purpose in this world and I'm gonna wake up and give it my 90% each and every day, even if you feel like you're in a position whereby you're doing a job or you're studying something that I feel like this is not my ultimate goal, if you can't live it instantly, that means that's where God wants you to be. So you should wake up and put in your 100% on that thing. So I wake up with that mindset, and I make sure that I make myself a cup of coffee, which is optional, because all this morning routines that you hear out there, they literally won't work if you're not fully rested in the morning. So the most important thing is making sure that you go to sleep earlier in order to wake up early. It's gonna feel weird at the beginning, but once you get used to it, then it's going to be like as easy as putting on your underwear. So once you do those two things, first one, sleeping early, two, making sure that you're waking up with purpose, I'm telling you, you don't need any morning routine anymore. You can easily wake up anytime you want to wake up. If you want to wake up at 2 a.m. every day, just subtract 8 hours before then and sleep that time, or subtract 7 hours before 2 a.m. and sleep at that time. If it's 7 p.m., start sleeping at that time. It's going to feel weird at the beginning, but you can definitely do it if you really wake up in the morning. Make sure that the entire day you don't take naps, you don't rest. You're just doing high impact work until you drain. At 7 p.m. you sleep, then by 2 a.m. you're up. You can definitely do it. So if you really found value in this video, make sure that you like this video, you drop a comment, tell me what you think, tell me what time you usually wake up and why you usually struggle to wake up, and subscribe to this community so that we can grow together and be hyper productive together. Whether you're a student, worker, whatever it is, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. Cheers.